the entire European continent despises this man. It is so funny. Every European liberal has like endless amounts of smoke for this dude. Maybe at a certain point, you're just a despicable person and people hate you, you know? Maybe it's not all paid protesters.
What do you think of my hat?
Anyway, here is Elon Musk.
Overnight, the president's most powerful advisor, Elon Musk, taking the stage at a Wisconsin town hall wearing a cheese hat.
But let me first hand out two $1 million checks in appreciation.
Handing out $1 million checks to those who signed his political group, America PAC's petition against, quote, activist judges, with just one day until the state's Supreme Court election. The closely watched race between conservative Waukesha County Judge Brad Schimmel and liberal Dane County Judge Susan Crawford, a test of the political power of Musk and a barometer about how voters are feeling about President Trump's second term. The outcome of Tuesday's race will determine control of the state's high court. That could impact future rulings on abortion rights and Wisconsin's congressional map, which could shake up control of Congress.
That is why it is so significant. And whichever party controls the House, it to a significant degree controls the country, which then steers the course of Western civilization.
The president won here by less than 30,000 votes, over the weekend touting his support for the conservative candidate Schimmel, calling him conservative, strong, and above all sane. But Democrats and the candidate they are backing have seized on Musk's outside role.
This is really unprecedented to have the richest man in the world wade into a state Supreme Court race and spend that kind of money. That's never happened before.
And this is already shaping up to be the most expensive judicial race. Democrats did try to block Elon Musk from handing out those $1 million checks. That was ultimately rejected by the state Supreme Court, George.
Okay, Rachel.
America Votes 2025 coverage now. In about 2.5 days until polls open on Election Day. Early voting has ended and all eyes are now turning to battleground Wisconsin once again. Lots of attention on the state Supreme Court race between liberal Judge Susan Crawford from Dane County and conservative Judge Brad Schimmel from Waukesha County.
Stop coming.
And on the legal battle that is shaping up after State Attorney General Josh Kaul sued billionaire Elon Musk and his America PAC for offering money to voters who signed a petition.
You know what's one of the funniest things that Elon Musk did, by the way, when he went on this like stupid ass thing? When he's like doing the whole I'm going to give money to random people if you go out and vote, which is questionable on its ethics and questionable on whether or not it is illegal, even though he won a court case in Pennsylvania for doing just this, because technically it's not a lottery system, but instead it's pre-selected. It's not random. And by the way, the fact that it's not random is the reason why he's able to do this, or at least was the reason why he was able to win the Pennsylvania court case. What is funny about this, on the other hand, is that he has been consistently crying about, one, George Soros, and two, paid protesters. And it's yet another instance where he is literally doing the thing that he is yelling about. He is doing, this is finally, I retweeted one of Warren Gunnels' tweets, by the way, earlier this morning. They are literally paid protesters. Like Elon says that. Warren responds, dude, you donated over $270 million to Trump, and now you're running the government. You're literally handing out $100 bills and $1 million sweepstakes to buy a judge in Wisconsin. People are protesting because they're sick of you firing veterans and destroying Social Security. It's so funny.
Yeah, kiss mine, pal. Go back to Mexico. I respect your point of view. Oh. I respect your point of view. Yeah, say across the border, Pedro. I respect your point of view.
Sick. Just also no arguments, just racism. No argument, just racism. Yeah, Pedro, go back to Mexico.
Yeah, we don't respect yours because yours is nothing. They have no point of view. They say we don't want Social Security. We do. We don't like vets. We do. They're nothing but a bunch of liars.
He's not paying protesters. He's encouraging people to vote. Yeah, totally. Easiest money you ever made. You don't even need to be from Wisconsin. You just need to get people in the state to hold a picture of Team Schimmel, can be on the phone, device, or paper in one hand, and go thumbs up with the other hand. Every time you do that, you get $20, and they get $20. The goal is to build awareness about the election tomorrow. So this offer applies today and tomorrow. This is literally paid. Dude, this is what they say George Soros is doing. And to be fair, does George Soros operate a massive network of liberal society organizations? He does. Okay. Does he pay every protester? Of course not. This is flagrantly what they say George Soros is doing. When they lie about what George Soros is doing, they're doing it. It's so funny. I don't understand. Like, how? What? What do you mean? What's the difference? Is it because Elon is not Jewish? Is that what it is? Because I cannot see any real difference here between what they claim George Soros is doing and what Elon Musk is actually doing right now. What the hell? Yeah, because George Soros would pay for a socialist org to call a national march on DC. We actually have to finance ourselves. I know. Look, I am not a fan of George Soros, okay? I'm not exactly a fan of any billionaire, and definitely not George Soros either. It does, however, feel like the only reason why they just say George Soros, unironically, is because he's Jewish. Like, what the And even on like the Jewish billionaire front, you got more motion on Miriam Adelson. Like, Miriam Adelson directly has had a straightforward impact. The Adelsons have had straightforward impact on American foreign policy under Trump in ways that no one could have ever imagined, okay? Like, singularly, because Trump is so open about his transparent graft, where he's just like, oh, you give me $100 million? Yeah, I'll throw in Golan Heights in the package for you. And it's not like this is a Jewish conspiracy. This is just something that Trump has admitted to doing. And ironically, a combating anti-Semitism seminar before he won the election, where he just straight up went in front of a crowd of Omega Zionists and said, if I don't win the election, it's because of you Jews. And then also said, remember when the Adelsons gave me money? That's why I did the embassy. That's why I did the Abraham Accords. And I threw in Golan Heights as a sweetener. They didn't even ask for Golan Heights. I threw it in. He openly said it. This is not, I don't know. This is just not even it's not even a conspiracy. It's just like, what you see is what you get. Donald Trump can't shut his mouth. I don't know. I just, even on the front of Jewish billionaires controlling American politics or whatever, when they talk about George Soros, they just like single him out. When in fact, like, Republicans dominate this space in every front. Look at this. Here are the 2025 Wisconsin Supreme Court race expenditures. Billionaire donations to the Wisconsin Supreme Court race. Elon Musk through PACs. Diane Hendricks, Elizabeth Ulian, George Soros. No motion. This is what I'm saying. George Soros has no motion, dude. 6 Democrats, 5 Republicans. I'm losing my mind. Oh my God. 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 Elon Musk alone has single-handedly outspent every other billionaire combined, and this dumb still going, oh, less Republicans. Here it is, by the way. In a video posted by Elon Musk PAC, 1 million check recipient link voting to receiving the money. My name is Ekaterina Deisler. I did exactly what Elon Musk told everyone to do. Sign the petition, refer friends and family, vote, and now I have $1 million.
My name is Ekaterina Deisler. I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin. I did exactly what Elon Musk told everyone to do. Sign a petition, refer friends and family, vote, and now I have $1 million.
Yeah, I think she's like a Republican Republican operative, from what I understand.
An opposition of so-called activist judges. It all started early yesterday morning when Musk posted on X that he would be coming to Wisconsin to give a talk and give out $1 million checks to 2 people. That post has since been deleted. And yesterday, Musk clarified his post with a new one saying only voters who signed that petition would be invited to his event and eligible for one of those $1 million checks. He says the money is for people that he selects as spokespeople for his petition. State Attorney General Josh Kaul and a liberal law firm filed an injunction saying these payments are breaking Wisconsin's election bribery laws. Yesterday afternoon, the case got assigned to candidate Judge Susan Crawford, but She recused herself, and it was reassigned to a Columbia County judge. He rejected Call's injunction, so Call immediately appealed to the state appeals court. And that brings us to this afternoon, when the appeals court denied Call's appeal. This means Musk is allowed to offer the payments, and Musk will still have that town hall in Green Bay tomorrow night at 6:30. Both Crawford and Schimmel, who Musk has endorsed, weighed in on all of Musk's influence during campaign stops earlier today.
We have more than doubled the contributions from Wisconsinites to my campaign, and obviously thousands of contributions in smaller amounts from people outside the state of Wisconsin who really care about our judiciary and want to make sure that somebody like Elon Musk is not able to wade into a state judicial election and buy a seat on a state Supreme Court.
This is about restoring objectivity to this court. It's about stopping activist judges from changing our state from the bench instead of from the legislature like it's supposed to be. He's helping deliver that message. I appreciate that.
Kaylee Starl joins us live in studio right now. And Kaylee, you spent the afternoon.
What does Elon want out of this result? Easy. Elon Musk is Donald Trump's attack dog. And as long as Elon has Twitter and can use Twitter for Donald Trump, as long as Elon Musk has his billions and he can use them to primary Republicans that speak out of turn or even unseat Democrats potentially, this is a testing ground for him. If he can show that he can change the outcome of this race for an entire state, mind you, then he can prove his worth to Donald Trump, and he can continue doing whatever the he wants to the federal government, and Trump will keep defending him. If he loses, if the Republican loses this race, then he takes a major hit. This should be motivation alone for the drama in and of itself. If you don't care about at least having some semblance of a state judiciary that will protect your rights and liberties, okay, and it's not the end all be all, but like it's still much better than having a right-wing dominated state Supreme Court. If all of that stuff is not important to you, then remember, Elon Musk is a major piece of, and if he loses this race, then that puts him in bad standing with Donald Trump, which will inevitably yield tremendous amounts of drama. Tremendous amounts of drama, because Trump hates losers more than anything else. Ally, enemy, doesn't matter. He can't stand losers, okay? He's like, you're a loser. I'm cutting you off. You're done. You're done. Bye-bye. Now imagine if he did a "you're a loser, bye-bye" to Elon Musk. Oh my God, that battle would be epic. That would be incredible.
Afternoon, talking to voters about this ruling and Musk's involvement. What are they saying?
Well, Ryan, with less than 3 days until election night, many voters are wondering if Musk's involvement will be a positive or a negative in this race for state Supreme Court. So I spent the day talking to voters at a Schimmel event like Jarrell and Chuck, as well as voters downtown like Meredith, who shared their thoughts.
3 days, 2 candidates, and $1 million. That's the latest number voters are wrapping their heads around in the race for state Supreme Court. Billionaire Elon Musk, who endorsed Judge Brad Schimmel, offering $100 to people for signing a petition against, quote, activist judges, and now $1 million to 2 people speaking at a rally Sunday night in Green Bay.
My wife and I both filled it out, including my son, my sister, and brother-in-law, and it's awesome.
Chuck Kornowski signed the petition.
We did also. Do you get the check yet?
And is waiting for his $100 check in the mail.
Gets people motivated. It really does. It is a good idea. Yeah. I really feel it is.
Not everyone thought the same. Attorney General Josh Kaul tried to block the payments, first filing a lawsuit, then appealing to the Wisconsin Court of Appeals. On Saturday, court officials denied his emergency request, which allows Musk to continue offering the payments.
Get into the minds of the younger people and speak to them and get them to come out, come to the rallies, sign petitions, and become greater Americans, I guess you could say. Then, yeah, I'm definitely on board with that.
People like...
Hold on.
Meredith worry Musk's money might sway the vote.
Getting people out there to vote is important, certainly, but I don't know how I feel about billionaires, bribing people to sign petitions and, paying their way into an election.
Whether you sign the petition or not, voters tell me this election is bigger than just a Supreme Court seat.
This race with Brad Schimmel will save the entire country.
This is a very high stakes election, not just for Wisconsin, but I think for the country as a whole.
And according to WisPolitics, a record $90 million has been spent on this race. And Musk, again, holding an event here in Wisconsin tomorrow night. Entrance is limited to those who have signed that petition, and we'll have team coverage there as election night approaches on Tuesday. Ryan.
All right, Kaylee, thank you.
As you may have seen with stuff that we've posted on the Doge.gov website and the Doge handle on the X platform, there is a tremendous amount of waste and fraud in the federal government. Like, shocking, really. It's insane. Yeah. It's really wild. So, it was inevitable that at least a few Soros operatives would be in the audience. Give my regards.
Bro, you are George Soros. George Soros is nothing compared to you. You are literally George Soros. What are you talking about? Oh, George Soros operatives in the audience. Yeah, George Soros operatives everywhere, dude. There are George Soros operatives for all with eyes to see, okay? They're everywhere, dude. They're everywhere. All the time. He's such a lame-ass loser, man. It is crazy how big of a goddamn loser he is. Oh, my God.
That's to George. Say hi to George from me. USA. USA.
Yeah, George Soros operatives at the Dave Chappelle show. George Soros operatives in Italy. George Soros operatives in Germany and all these European countries where they're like burning Teslas and shit. They're everywhere, it seems. Dude, the entire European continent despises this man. It is so funny. Every European liberal has like endless amounts of smoke for this dude. And for that, I just have, normally I've shit on European libs in general, but goddamn, I have so much solidarity with the European libs who despise this douchebag, okay? Maybe at a certain point, you're just a despicable person and people hate you, you know? Maybe it's not all paid protesters. What? Oh yeah, remember, oh my God. Technically, it was 90% cheers and 10% booze, except during quiet periods, but still, that's a lot of booze, which is a first for me in real life, frequent on Twitter. It's almost as if I've offended. It's almost as if I've offended SF's unhinged leftists, but nah, yeah, dude. Unhinged leftists of the Dave Chappelle show. Like they came in to see Dave Chappelle, big dog.
I mean, it was inevitable that at least a few Soros operatives would be in the audience. Give my regards to George. Say hi to George from me. USA, 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 USA. Yep. I mean, it was inevitable. I was waiting for that one. So, I mean, yeah, thank you. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I mean, isn't it shocking how much violence and hatred is coming from the left?
Oh, isn't it shocking? Meanwhile, I want to kill everybody. Meanwhile, my administration that I'm working for is deporting random people who are working with children with autism. That's not violent, of course. It's all leftist violence. Isn't it shocking, the leftist violence? When someone put the gum on the Tesla? That's the real violence, not mass deportation. Isn't it shocking, the leftist violence? I hate him. I hate him so much. Oh my God. There's nothing funnier than a crowd of people also chanting about Tesla's getting dicks drawn on them. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, you're right. Meanwhile, they're the ones who would be like, you're gay as if you own an electric vehicle. Not your best accent, King, but the energy's there. No, with Elon Musk, he's one of the dudes who just like pisses me off so much that I can't even get it together to do a good accent. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just, he is so uniquely frustrating and such a SNL would hire you to play him. Yeah, the hatred gets in the way of me doing a good accent.
I mean, isn't it supposed to be the party that they claim to be the party of empathy?
Yeah, oh my God. Fuck you. Oh my God.
And yet they're burning Teslas and shooting up dealerships and calling for the death of the president and me. I'm like, guys, you know, this is insane. Like, they're.
You know what it is? It's just how uncharismatic he is that pisses me off, because I think of like all of the dumb that go, nah, he's great, he's so cool, he's so charismatic. Like, it just, that's what pisses me off about it. Because like, at least with Trump, he's telegenic, you know, he's zesty, he's funny, he's got like a penchant for drama, he has an appreciation of the arts. Whereas with Elon, there's nothing there. He is a perfect demonstration that as long as you say the words, these dumb on the right will go, hell yeah, Mr. President, we love you. Do you understand what is so frustrating about it? He's not even trying hard enough. He's not even trying to be good or cool or likable. It is the most transparent version of just what you see is what you get. All you got to do is say the right things. That to me is terrifying about the future prospects of this country. If you can get a group of people to believe this man is charismatic and has their best interests, you can get them to believe anything. A group of people that sit around and go, this guy's awesome, this guy's brilliant, this guy is heaven sent, they will believe everything. They will believe anything you put in front of them. It's just total slop consuming morons. Do you understand?
Hey, nice shirt.
Oh, thank you. First of all, path of exile for life. But more important.
That's an Asmongold fan. 100p. First of all, path of exile for life. Okay.
Importantly, as we see, the whole world has turned to a fear-based mobilization effort. And we've seen that translate into violence. And the right's not immune to it because it can hit everybody's psychology.
Sure.
How do we beat that with optimism? Because that's going to be crucial to avoid mass eruption of conflict.
Yeah, I mean, there does seem to be, you're right that the right is not immune from sort of hate and violence. It's not like nothing, but it does seem weirdly heavily weighted towards the left. I mean, like, I haven't seen anyone tearing off like a Biden Harris hat. Like, we're just like, you feel a bit sorry for them, like, oh, maybe they're wrong there, you know. But you see people tearing off MAGA hats. And someone just, you know, I saw a video just today where somebody was just on an escalator, a woman was on an escalator wearing a MAGA hat, and someone going the other direction tore the hat off her head. And I'm like, what, that's rude, you know? In fact, I sort of find myself in a strange position because I didn't think of myself as right. I thought myself.
Is he talking about that fake ass video? That was the fakest video of all time that I saw on my Twitter timeline this morning, of the lady going down an escalator with a Trump hat and then the other lady being like, yo, bitch, I hate you and everything that Trump stands for. Someone sent me the video. It's so awesome. It's so amazing. Where is someone? Please send me the video. Yes. Yes. Democrats are completely unhinged, says real James Woods. This is literally like, this is like a child, okay? When you're a child and you like draw something and then you're afraid of your own drawing. Like, you invented a reality and that invention in your own mind scared you shitless, okay? Amazing.
Democrats are completely unhinged.
Woman! You're a woman! What the hell? Disgusting.
Democrats are
just the fakest, just the fakest of all time, dude. Oh, it's so awesome. It's so funny, dude. People are so stupid. Oh my God. Republicans are so dumb. If you believe this, you should not be able to drive. If you watch this clip and you go, this is exactly what's happening. This is exactly what the Democrats are doing all the time. You should unironically not be able to vote or drive, okay? I love randomly filming escalators.
Democrats are completely unhinged.
And punching in and perfectly staying on camera. I love being able to frame a totally random. I love being able to frame a totally random meet cute in the middle of the day perfectly in frame.
Democrats are
Bro, how do you know it's fake? Come on, man. Get debated. Okay, shut up. Yeah. I love bringing my gimbal, okay, strapped to my chest, strapped to the camera, and just randomly filming escalators on the pure random happenstance where a super turbo liberal is going up the escalator and a patriotic American lover is going down the escalator at the same exact moment. And then I go, oh, opportunity arised. Let me zoom in
completely
as the action is taking place.
You're a woman! What the hell is this?
It's so wonderful that the Republican MAGA patriot conservative was also leaning on this side of the escalator so that the turbo libtard could actually pull it off without falling.
Democrats are completely unhinged.
Tizzy Ant confirmation. These videos are posted to the account of the older woman Democrat. She posts a ton of stage skits like this. She keeps doing the MAGA assault videos though because you dumb keep falling for it. You're clearly not on escalator talk. Yeah. Yeah. You see, the left is so violent. It happens on every escalator. No need to stage. Americans have become so stupid across the board that like believing this is the equivalent of believing a Darman video. Okay. It's like watching a Darman video and going, oh my God, I learned such valuable lessons actually. It's like thinking movies are real. What the is going on? I feel like they're trying to make the left look mentally unwell to justify deportation. Brother, this is not a deliberate, sophisticated effort to manufacture consent. Because it's not sophisticated at all. It's very obviously a sketch. Hello? This is literally like thinking Marvel movies are in real life, like it's historical fiction or something. And it's not even, oh my God, it's not even as entertaining or as intelligent as like a Hollywood production either. It's just like very blunt. It's working though? Yes, because Americans have gotten dumber and dumber at an alarming rate. So yes. That video and believing that video is the equivalent of thinking Johnny Sins is a astronaut and a doctor and a carpenter and a plumber at the same goddamn time. You are so stupid. I don't know how to deal with you. I don't know how to talk to you. We are not living on the same planet. What is going on?
So as centrist, but then the left went all the other in the other direction, and now everyone's a Nazi. You know, before you know it. And I'm like, wait a second. Do you know what that means? Obviously not. So,
dude, it should be okay. It should be illegal to make this dude do a tight five. I think no free speech, no free speech allowed. Actually, I mean, I want to say all of these dumb, unwashed hogs deserve this loser because they think personally that he's brilliant. He sneaked you in, by the way. Unc, what do you mean? No, he didn't do that.
but yeah, I mean, I think, you know, I believe in peaceful discourse and that, you know, we make arguments, verbal arguments.
Why are they still trying to maintain this position that they're like beholden to logic and reasoning. Like, that's like old hat shit. That's Ben Shapiro shit.
Arguments, and the people decide which way they want to go. But we don't engage in sort of shouting people down or violence or burning things or shooting things.
It's so, dude. Virtually every single instance of domestic terror since 9/11 has been done by the far right. Okay? Almost all of it. Like, with very, very few exceptions. It is not an accident that the entire right-wing project is predicated on unlimited violence to their enemies. So of course, yes, the right wing is infinitely more violent. I like that the maximum violence that has taken place, that is now being branded as terrorism, is drawing a dick on a Tesla or literally putting a gum on a Tesla. Okay? Sticking a gum on a Tesla. Someone is charged for that right now. What happened to Ryan? He's gone, dude. Yeah, a Florida woman slapped with felony charge for vandalizing Tesla with large wad of chewing gum. Report. A Florida woman was charged with a felony after allegedly smacking a large wad of chewing gum onto a Tesla, causing nearly $3,000 worth of damage, according to the Sunshine State authorities. Yamiris Marrero was initially charged with a felony criminal mischief for the sticky antics, which were captured on the car's built-in cameras. The act of vandalism reportedly caused a bubble-sized $2,623 in damage in the mechanism of the electric car's door handle. Oh my God, a wad of bubble gum causes the car to not... Oh my God, these cars are such dog shit. The owner of the vehicle told local News 10 that he felt he was being gummished due to, unfortunately, a divide in our country where certain views are not accepted by a subset, referencing Tesla founder Elon Musk's controversial role in the Trump administration. Cops cuffed Marrero after a mall security guard spotted her in the food court on Thursday, according to a police report obtained by the outlet. Marrero was reportedly stuck in police custody on $2,005 bond as of Friday.
That's how democracy is supposed to work. It's peaceful discourse. Welcome to hang out and see maybe some questions people like to see. We'll go.
Hi, Elon. I also am a teacher. I was a teacher in Colorado for 8 years, high school Spanish. But I moved here last year and got to vote in Wisconsin, where my vote actually mattered, and I'm so glad. That was amazing that we got Trump elected.
Yeah.
And I was listening to, I believe it was Patrick Bet-David. He called this perfectly, where he said, when Trump gets elected, he's going to go from enemy number one to Elon's going to be number one. And
this guy was a teacher with a valuetainment podcast. He's a valuetainment enjoyer, myself included, obviously. I am the number one valuetainment defender. But this motherfucker was a teacher? Bro, he can't even speak. What is happening?
For the reason, I mean, he only has a couple years left. And we've all seen the left go after you and make you number one enemy. And just walking in here, we heard Nazis suck. There's all this horrible thing. And just on a serious note, I just want to let you know, my wife and I pray for you at night.
My lordship, the other peasantry is not... My lordship, the other peasantry do not respect that you are divine, that you are heaven sent. All you want to do is what's best for us, my lord. When the fortress gates closed last time, as the enemies pillaged our land, I knew you would have had the opportunity to bring me into your fortress, but didn't do so because you wanted to protect something more important, my lord. The love I have for you, my lordship, kind sir, is undeniable. Sire, I do my very best and I pray for you every night. My wife for you, my lord. Prima nocta, your grace. Your divine presence with your mangled inside of my wife will only give us but a fraction of the divine. The left has its own form of praying gooning. Yes. Please take my wife, me lordship.
Thank you.
For your safety.
More of that consent manufacturing against the left right here, dog. I don't know how you always seem to misunderstand me when you respond to my chats and think I'm some dumb hog. No, man, this isn't like a deliberate attempt. Manufacturing consent is a carefully crafted narrative that is motivated by the invisible motivations of people trying to elevate themselves. This, on the other hand, is a dumb hog. I'm not saying you're a dumb hog. I'm saying this guy's a dumb hog. He's not. This is what he truly believes as a direct consequence of consent that was manufactured prior.
And guys, yeah. I gotta watch my hand gestures these days, you know. Yeah. But I think this one's safe, you know. You know, it's like can't wave to the crowd. You never know what
the woke left wants to take away everything. Ha! The woke left to stop me from sig heiling. What the You can't even sig heil anymore because the woke left. They say you're a Nazi for doing that.
Let's return to the US now. Because
I also don't like Elon's dad at all. And I think he's a grimy opportunist and is almost entirely responsible for the monster that Elon Musk has become. So I don't like all of these like oppositional pieces that that place him in the crosshairs, to put him on like a pedestal almost. Like he's just a also evil dude. He also looks evil too, but that's besides the point. Yeah, he is gross. Yeah, Elon's dad married his stepdaughter. Like it's just not a good guy. I don't care. I'm not even going to listen to what he has to say about Elon.
It's peaceful discourse. Yeah.
My question is about USAID. Has the Doge team found any evidence that any of the radical left Democrats like Maxine Waters, Adam Schiff, Chuck Schumer have received money directly from USAID? And if so, will we be hearing about that evidence anytime soon?
Yeah. So
yeah, let's watch him. Let's watch him answer this with a real answer and not a totally made up nonsensical position. Because every single thing that Doge has come out with, stating that they're doing, you know, saving America, I don't know, cutting funds so that there's no more transgender Sesame Seed in Iraq or Sesame Street in Iraq or whatever they claim they're doing, has been just a lie. It's either completely embellished or they're just lying. They either move numbers around to make it seem like they're cutting shit, or they just lie. So there's no reason. Sesame Seed. I said Sesame Street. Shut up. I corrected myself. Okay. Minor mistake. I recognize he said something wrong. Streamer said the wrong thing. Lamau. Lamau, lamau, lamau.
there is a massive amount of corruption. But it is circuitous. So what happens is there's money that, obviously it's your taxpayer money, that is then sent to various government organizations who then send it to NGOs, which an NGO is a non-governmental organization, but obviously if it's a government-funded non-governmental organization, it's just an organization, it's just a government. And effectively there's a giant fraud loophole, which is that the government can send money to an NGO that is then no longer governed by the laws of the United States. So they'll send the money overseas to one NGO, then they'll go through a bunch of them, and then I'm highly confident that a bunch of that money then comes back to the United States and lands in the pockets of the people you just mentioned. But it is a circuitous route. It's not like it doesn't go directly, but let's just say that there's a lot of strangely wealthy members of Congress where I'm trying to connect the dots of how did they become rich while earning, how'd they get 20 million if they're earning 200,000 a year? It sounds, nobody can explain that. So something's, yeah, we're going to try to figure it out. And and certainly stop it from happening. So.
Yeah, I think it's right in their face. This is the same level of mania that I saw at Trump rallies where they would like claim that Trump was like super sexy and super hot, where it's like such an obvious thing that is not the reality that you can, it's so outside of the bounds of observable reality that you've completely lost the plot. I would always point to that to say like, this is the final stage of mania. When you look at a guy like Donald Trump, who's just disgusting. Okay. Then you go, he's so sexy. If you think he's sexy, you're lost. Okay. There's no way that we can save you. And the same goes for the wealthiest person on the planet, paying people to go to a room, paying people to try and change the outcome of an election directly, overtly paying people, okay, to try and change the outcome of a state Supreme Court election, talking about like wealthy elites that are dominating politics. Like, if you can't realize that you are the rube right now that's being paid to do this, as a rube, you don't recognize the irony of the guy saying that. Weirdly enough, not dissimilar to the stan culture where there is entire populations of content creators whose fans just have decided I am the greatest evil person of all time for things that I have not done, but only because like that is what their content creator demands. That kind of hatred is what their content creator demands. And it's just like, they might even agree with me on a number of different issues, if not the entirety of my perspective, but charitability is gone. So they just can't see it at all. They cannot see the world outside of this lens where like, no, he is a super evil guy. I agree. I feel like Elon merges stan culture with political mobilization in that regard. And it's crazy because like, how the do you stand this guy? I don't even understand. Like, there is nothing there to stand. It's just pure wealth worship. That's all it is. He is the manifestation of endless amounts of wealth inequality personified. You can even show people the longer clip and they just loop back on themselves and say the same when talking to people on Twitter. We're just getting dumber. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just in general, the
yeah, I mean, it is kind of like the emperor is wearing no suit. But instead of people going, the emperor is wearing no clothes, they're going, no, it's all right, he's naked, my lord. I'm naked too. I've taken my clothes off in solidarity. It is the new way of going. If the emperor's got no clothes, I don't have clothes. It is good to run around naked. Your clothes are magnificent, my lord. It is the woke leftist peasants that deny the reality.